What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this Dawson I broadcast coming to you live from somewhat gloomy San Francisco, California, folks. We're live, we're alive, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. I am not on a yacht. Yes, the camera is ass. We are going to solve it. It's just ass currently because I am coming to you live from. I'm not in home station. Okay, I'm not at home base. I'm not at home base, and this fucking tour has ruined my life. And we're on tour. We're on Fear and tour, and as is the case always with you know anything that we do with the whole team, with the whole crew, there's just like a million moving parts and therefore a million ways to brick the setup. Who is this? Keke Palmer talked about.
Mr. Piker.
Would you want him to campaign with you?
I don't really know who Mr. Piker is. I've heard about him.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't.
No, dude, it's a meme, chatters. This is a classic Keke Palmer meme from a Vanity Fair. God, you guys got duped. He hates black women? Question mark, question mark. I'm not even sure why it's a question. Yeah, no, definitely. Your outfit is the perfect for the latest Wall Street Journal. Americans, socialists are China maxing now. The online left gawks at the Chinese industry, yet scoffs at progress at home. I'm literally wearing the same suit that I'm wearing in this photo. So, yes. I went and I watched American Doctor. I wasn't a chud-ass loser. I went and I watched American Doctor, and it was exceptional. It was emotional. It made me so angry at times. I can't believe that I just, like, in my career, I get to meet such impressive, such heroic individuals like Feroz, Tyre, Mark as well. I met him last night, Mark Perlmutter. So it's maddening for sure. Especially there's like a final credit sequence. There's a final credit sequence in the end where it's like it's masterfully done. Where it definitely right here. What do you? The HDMI is here and the charger is here. All right, camera's here, chat. You know, I had interviewed Dr. Tahir Ahmad and also Feroz Sidwa a couple days ago.
Yeah. All right. American Doctor, hopefully coming to a theater near you.
Oh, and Hasan, sorry, but you have the backing of all of the doctors and nurses that went to Gaza. Any way we can support you. Your voice is so important. Please keep doing what you're doing.
No, it's vice versa. I should support you guys. I'm good. I'm doing all right, you know? But thank you.
We're here for each other.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Good to be
And
back.
I'll probably see you guys at the. You're going to be at the screening, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So yeah, we went to the screening last night. We watched it. There was like a little Q&A and an interview afterwards, and it's an incredible movie. I said the last like ending sequence, the clip compilation in the ending sequence was so maddening. I basically. I said, watch American Doctor, even the end sequence alone, and tell me you don't want to dismantle the apartheid state and punish the perpetrators of genocide. It's good. It's powerful. It's got white people in it as well. You know, it shows you three varying perspectives that all obviously unite under the banner of anti-genocide. So I think that's also very valuable. And I think it's one of those One of those movies that like you can show white people and they'll watch it and they'll be like, this is terrifying. Like I had no idea what it was like. This is unbelievable. I can't believe this kind of violence is going on, this bloodshed that we've contributed to. In any case, did the doctors get asked if they condemn Hasan Piker? Yeah, I don't think doctors who have, experienced the genocidal ambitions of the Israeli occupying forces are ever going to turn around and condemn someone like myself. You are so bright. I know. I know. The fucking camera is going to be the camera is going to switch in a second. Okay, just shut the fuck up. How about that? How about shut the fuck up? Shut your stupid fucking face up. Shut your stupid fucking mouth up and just enjoy the show before I fucking turn it off. Okay, how about that? Jesus Christ, dude. Any little tweak, any little goddamn tweak, and everybody fucking loses their blows a gasket. Okay, I'm in heaven. I died. I killed myself, okay? Because I couldn't stand the micromanager in the motherfucking chat. Anyway. Today's the first day of the tour. It's great. It's great so far. Fucking great. Anyway, yeah, I went and I watched American Doctor. It was remarkable. It was very good, and it's very emotional. And I highly recommend you guys go check it out. I highly recommend you guys go watch it. Can you make it a little bit brighter? I'm gonna ban you for the day. Why are you being sarcastic? That's a great idea. Okay, for as parasocial as you guys are, I don't think a single one of you understands the technical know-how required to make this fucking thing work. Okay? And also on top of that, the camera frame rate is off. And that's why when I move around, it's ass cheeks. So I have to fix that myself as well, because Hannah doesn't know how to do any of that stuff. I do, but doing it live is very frustrating. Anyway, I'm in San Francisco nonetheless. I think the most beautiful city in California, or like the coolest city in California, which is unfortunately inhabited by, it's populated by some of the worst neo-fascist tech feudal warlords. Every goddamn aspect of the city is caked with AI ads. It just feels like you enter a totally different environment. You know how like everybody has tremendous amounts of anger towards data centers and Flock? This is the city where it's like, no, Flock is awesome. Data centers are the best. I love data. I'm data center David. Yeah. But yeah, that's where we're at. Now it was the exact opposite right up until the 2000s. Yeah, the tech boom has given this state tremendous amounts of revenue, but at the same time has like absolutely destroyed the beauty and seeks to eradicate what remains of the beauty of this state and this city as well. It's an interesting predicament. Because it's cool. It's cool. San Francisco is really cool. It's like a real city. If you visit, you're like, wow, there's so much culture here. There's so much community here. There's robust public transit here, which is fantastic. But then you're like, oh, its inhabitants, its current new inhabitants have slowly pushed out the previous inhabitants and have turned this into a feudal tech dystopia. I would love to pay attention, but you're wearing that suit reminded me of how Mao killed millions of people. Yeah. crazy close up of Trump's hand? I saw. It's trigger warning. This is necrotic flesh withering away. Pull up the DSA SF headquarters and squash the beef, please. I don't have any beef with DSA San Francisco. They are forced to live in San Francisco in its current iteration. They have experienced a modest amount of success and then watch it get ripped away from their hands. I understand how traumatic that is. You know, it's like DSA San Francisco is what it feels like in a localized version of what it feels like to like get Bernie Sanders elected as president and then have the fascists take over like right after. They remove him from office and then the fascist plot works like FDR style. And then everyone around them is like, this is actually awesome. And we love that the fascists have taken over. So no matter what kind of beef they might have with me, I don't think they do. I don't think many of the rank and filers do. But I will say this. I can't get mad at them. Your lip slop video is doing well. Oh, yeah, of course. Natalie Harp's family is concerned for her. 151,000 views in 15 hours. God damn, we are pumping them out. She's switching sides to stop universal health care. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos we've uploaded in one day. No, 7, 8. 8 videos in one day. What the fuck? We are going crazy mode. Lip slop is great. It brings the new libs in. I agree. We're going to keep doing lip slop. Don't you worry. Bilibili reacts to your reaction to the Chinese movie. Top political commentator on Bilibili. He wanted to collab during your China trip. Do you now understand what I mean by the neutral path is the bloodier path? If we take Hasan's view seriously, we need to find a way to shut up this person who thinks being pro-China gives him the right to criticize and offer advice to China. If we can't do that, it'll be hard to stick to our current path, which is more rational and compassionate. To make the Iraqis speak up, we need to make the American white left and white right shut up. This is already filmed with restraint to ensure it could be released. There's hardly any direct depiction. Yeah, the netizens are mad at me. If we actually make you Chinese food, you'll say it's too salty. Both sides want China to understand them, but who's going to understand us? It's too hard for us, okay? Every day we're being watched, smeared, stabbed in the back, and then when something happens, you come to hold court, say something. I've reached the age where I can understand both the director and Hasan. The only flaw in this movie is that it feels a little bit like Attack on Titan. It describes everything about our war, but avoids offering answers. If you just want to go to the cinema and spend money on the experience, it's great. To be fair, Chinese anti-Japanese war films, there are occasionally individual Japanese soldiers portrayed in a relatively positive light, which is a very normal narrative technique. Anyways, China's national power rises, the whole world would inevitably look up to, draw closer to, and want to analyze and learn from China's path to becoming a stronger nation. It's funny that this guy is like, we need to shut this guy up. He just because he's pro-China doesn't mean that he is allowed to criticize China. It's like, no, you know, I'm allowed to have my opinions. That's so funny. Because Hasan's own country is one of the parties involved, he definitely has a stance. And then the trend on foreign websites recently has been hoping we target Benjamin Netanyahu. The old videos of Wang Yi and Benjamin Netanyahu keep resurfacing and going viral. Hasan is this bloodthirsty? I don't think the movie intends to conduct a moral trial or take a political stance. It simply expresses a common person's desire for peace. I'm bloodthirsty. I'm bloodthirsty for saying that, you know, in a story that you can, in a story about American TikTok comments be like TSAF, rose wilt emoji, and Chinese bitty comments are like, to be fair, the critique as it stands with regards to the aforementioned matter. Yeah. Chinese netizens are still goated at posting. They're so verbose. To seek truth from facts, old China is now achieving the greatest development through trade. So I hope everyone will enjoy the benefits of China's economic growth by minimizing costs and maximizing gains. If trade cannot achieve significant development due to external interference, the traditional grand narrative for small folk perspective is indeed hard for foreigners to understand. The background for me is that a lot of these post-Wolf Warrior blockbuster Chinese movies kind of suck. There are still great Chinese films that is being buried under these kinds of overproduced stuff. Well, we'll see. I'm going to watch it and then I'll give you my honest take. Your opinion about the movie was pretty libbed up, to be honest. Wait, what? Libbed up American style or libbed up Chinese style? Because the Chinese liberals think the movie actually criticizes America too much. Remember, liberalism in China is right-wing. Chinese liberals watched that movie and thought it criticized America too much. I'm saying it didn't criticize America enough. If anything, I'm closer to the Chinese left position, not the Chinese right position. I mean, I guess liberalism in America is right-wing too, technically, but I guess adjusted to our current conditions, adjusted to where the masses are politically and how they self-identify, liberalism, unfortunately, is seen as communism in this country. Maybe they're just mad because you're criticizing China at all. Yes, of course. Of course, that's a big part of it, for sure. You have to remember Chinese netizens learned Marx and Hegel in 2nd grade? Yes. Fix your fucking bullshit game. How are these players allowed to keep their account? Fucking useless. This game is so stupid. It's jungle versus jungle. Just fix your fucking game. Jesus Christ. How does Chinese right compare to U.S. moderate? Okay. One thing that you guys have to understand, okay? One thing that you guys have to understand is this. No matter which government formation or which ideology you exist under, you're inevitably going to, grow somewhat resentful or be very critical of it in either direction. Okay? It's normal. We are not unique here in the United States of America with our attitude towards our government. Like, if you grew up in a communist country under single-party communist rule, all of the economic struggles that you experience, you are going to inevitably blame communism for. For example, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because it's like Cuba. There are plenty of young Cubans that have only known poverty, isolation for the rest of the world, and they, lay the blame squarely on the hands of the government and the Communist Party and also the economic system. There's always a wanting for something else, a wanting for something more, unless you are the hegemonic superpower and you are able to give bountiful treats to your citizens unconditionally because you are exploiting the rest of the world in order to keep up a quality of life for even some of the poorer citizens in your country. And of course, I'm referencing America, right? My Cuban dad is like that. I'm also Cuban native. And as soon as I stepped into the U.S., I got tremendously radicalized. Yeah. Because, yeah, it's not dissimilar to why DSA is rising in prominence here in the United States of America right now. It's not shocking to me that it's ironic because the Wall Street Journal article and like many other, at least like somewhat clever thinkers have identified why there's so much China maxing going on in America, because they look at China's trajectory as a positive one and they look at the American trajectory in their own current conditions and they recognize how negative it is. You understand? And that's the reality. No matter what happens, no matter where you are in the world, if your economic conditions are getting worse, if your material circumstances are worsening, then you are eventually going to seek out alternatives. So, for example, in places like China, the right wing, the Chinese liberals, not in the rural countryside, usually the liberals that live in big cities that might have a problem with job attainment because there's a lot of educated youth in China, and there's a significant amount of youth unemployment in China, and they live in these big cities and they get frustrated and they're like, oh, we should liberalize further, or they might be frustrated in many instances with like some of the more repressive elements of the state, social issues, things of that nature. Yes, China also is running into elite overproduction problems right now. Do I have faith in the Chinese government to overcome this problem? Absolutely. But lazy ass kids, come on, man. You think that's the problem? That's so funny. This is such a funny attitude to have, to be like to be like a chud, but to be like a right wing chud, but for China. Them goddamn lazy ass kids with their avocado toast, but Chinese, they're all out there spending their money on avocado toast. Lemon Fay, no, come on, you don't think that's a real take? I don't know. Some people do that, but the point I'm trying to make is the best possible way to overcome these sorts of issues. The best possible way to overcome these sorts of issues is good policy. Okay, that's how you do it. You design a system that will identify these problems and seek to solve them. Right. I have faith that the Chinese government is very responsive to issues like this because they're very sensitive to anything that breeds rebellion, right? So I suspect that they are working on it. I don't know how, but that is a real problem.